Notice production.
Okay, welcome world. We're talking about dancehall knowledge, dancehall or music that we like.
Alright man, and right here, Anthony, and with me,
Da Vinci. Now, here's the thing. We are going to be discussing a lot of topics that has to do with dancehall. It's going to be a little bit controversial, some of them, mostly opinionated, and then we're going to look at it and see, on these little theories that we have, alright?
and we invite you to comments, any opinions you have, anything that you'd like us to discuss in additional programs going forward. Subscribe, like, let us know your opinions.
Alright, so let's start this thing now. The topic today is Ding Dong. The singer Ding Dong killed Elephant Man's career.
Awesome. Elephant man? Yeah man.
So on one side, Da Vinci over here is going to be having the topic that this is my theory. I really think that Ding Dong was the end of Elephant Man's career. And Ian?
Well, looking at the heights where Elephant Man go in his career, I don't think he can possibly say Ding Dong in his career in a no way, shape or form.
Alright, so let me put forward the theory. Alright? So in 1994, Elephant Man brought to prominence with Scare Them Crew. It was a part of Scare Them Crew. Elephant Man, Harry Toddler, Boom Dynamite, Nitty Kutchy, etc. Right?
Yeah.
They were really like the Wu-Tang clan of dancehall. They have tons of songs that they just come on and spit a hot verse and that's it, right?
And them have Bounty.
Plus
Bounty has their
Bounty.
marketing.
Yeah, Bounty was their overseer or yeah.
You make it so like a slave time of Bounty.
No. Bounty was their mentor. Alright. Okay. Alright. So now at the start of their career, they had a few hit songs. They really had some songs on the rhythm that did some standout songs. But during that time, it was really Beanie and Bounty who were the two number ones. They weren't number one at any point, right? But the standouts out of the crew was Harry Toddler and Elephant Man. Now, about early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, when this was going on, Elephant Man and Nitty Kutchy had a falling out, right?
Yeah, Nitty Kutchy. Some people said not the easiest person to get along with.
Well, whatever it might be, he probably shouldn't have boxed Elephant Man on stage.
It's hard to get along with somebody who go boxing.
Alright, okay. Alright, so cool. So that led to Elephant Man doing a little bit more work on his own. Harry Toddler did some work on his own, but the work ethic of Elephant Man was incredible. Elephant Man came out with this song with Deliranks called Headache.
Big.
Yeah, that song really put Elephant Man a spotlight on Elephant Man. People start looking at Elephant Man mostly as a solo artist. Elephant Man was seen as a solo artist after Headache. Headache was a big song. It was a number one song, right? So after this happened, Elephant Man was putting out more songs like that. He had the first falling of his career, which is the highest part of his career, ironically, was when he did the song Log On.
You really think Log On and high spot in Elephant Man career?
No, so far. At that point, it was the first time Elephant Man had a song that was the number one song in dancehall, completely by himself.
Alright, I want to get you off track, but where do you think is the highest point in his career?
No, we don't reach right there. I'm going point after point. So when he released Log On was the first song he had at the time that he was the number one artist. He had the number one song, right? Even for a brief period of time. And it was a song about dancing, Log On, right? So after he released that song, the next thing that he did was he followed it up with another dancing song. And he had similar result, higher level. So now that Elephant Man had two songs that whenever they come on, everybody looking for it in the dance. And that is the beginning of his downfall. He moved on from there. He had a controversial song, like he talked about Replacement Killer. Songs like that, he was still releasing songs like that, right? So he was a relevant artist, all-round artist. But then he released the song in mid 2002 that ended it altogether. Pan the River, Pan the Bank. When Elephant Man released Pan the River, Pan the Bank, he was now an international star. And then he deduced that, you know what, I'm releasing all of these songs right here, and you know, they're doing one or two on the tracks, but they're not really doing anything for me. But when I sing about dancing, he put me on top. Now before this, he was putting songs on a lot of topics. Now he put out the song on the dancing, and he become a #1 artist in the world, right? In terms of the song. The song even was on 106 and Park.
Where does Signal the Plane come in that time?
Signal the Plane come afterwards, so that was the point. So now that he had the #1 dancing song, he wanted to replicate it. Immediately afterwards, he released Signal the Plane, and that was taking over the dance. Then he was releasing Blase Blase, songs like that. No, this is where his career went to the highest, and this is where his career started to end.
Now the timeline is what we're going to use to dispute, you know. So continue with the timeline.
All right. So now it's about 2003, right? And the backstory of it is John Hype and Bogle, but we'll go into that into another video, right? So Elephant Man released the song. He started this whole industry of all the dancers are now trying to get their dance out. And to get their dance out, they go to Elephant Man, who makes a song about it, who gets it #1, and give them more clout in the streets, right? So it begins a cycle. The dancers go to Elephant Man with the song. Dancers go to Elephant Man with the song. Now this up and rising dancer who is bound to take over the industry, called Ding Dong, he had a dance. But this guy was a talented guy, right? So what he did was he released this. He was gonna release this dance, right? Called Bad Man Forward, Bad Man Pull Up. No, Ding Dong linked Elephant Man. Elephant Man already had another dance that he was gonna promote called Gangsta Rock. So Elephant Man didn't know what to do because he can't promote both of them at the same time, and Ding Dong wanted him to dance promote. So he did a shout out on the song. So if you listen to this first part of the song, you hear that shout out. The one in Bad Man Forward, Bad Man Forward. Them want the dance to stop. We not pay them no mind. We dance so back and just a rock. Them want me drop. After we not hear no shot. We not pay them no mind. We dance so back and just a rock. Yo, everybody feel like do gangsta rock now. Lean back out, do gangsta rock now. You want to take it up, do gangsta rock now. Put on your glass now, do gangsta. You're basically doing simple songs now. And it's just a repetition, it's a formula. I can follow that formula. And he released a song that all he do is sing one word. The one I named Bad Man Forward, Bad Man Pull Up. That was it, right? #1 song. Everything I wear, nothing I plug up. John Abraham, all my Mars. Yeah, you're the king man, everything I rock. Yo, flavor flip, chicken and beer. Everything I rock. Yeah, steady, G-Unit. We say Bad Man dance, Bad Man forward, Bad Man pull up. Who don't like it, don't pull up. Something say Bad Man forward, Bad Man pull up. Bad Man forward, Bad Man pull up. Bad Man forward, Bad Man pull up. Bad Man pull up. Bad Man pull up. Bad Man forward, Bad Man pull up. Bad Man forward, Bad Man pull up.
I get what you're saying about Ding Dong and Bad Man Forward, Bad Man Pull Up. Then Ding Dong transition from there so into singing his own songs about all his own dances and take over that section of it.
Yeah.
But I think that Elephant Man still was rising as an artist at that point. No, despite Ding Dong coming into the market, I couldn't say Ding Dong kill Elephant Man career. It might have taken a slice of the dancing pie. But Elephant Man career still was rising. It's just a different time. Whereby I think it's just dancehall move out of the cycle of dance songs.
What would you think is the #1 song for Elephant Man? The biggest song you ever sing?
Well, that's your knowledge of dancehall deeper than mine, so I defer to asking you what it is.
Pan the River, Pan the Bank.
Alright.
He never had a song like that again. When they're having the highlights of the artists, all of them going on stage, right? From Sister Nancy, go straight up, right? When Elephant Man came on the stage in BET, he only had one song to sing.
So tell me now, currently, no, in dancehall, which dance song is the hit dance song?
Come on. Your shoulder face. Your shoulder face. Ding dong.
Alright. How many dance songs are there out there?
There's quite a few.
I think it's a change in the cycle where there are far less dance songs out there now.
Yeah, you're right. You're
so
right.
It's a change in the cycle of songs as opposed to Elephant Man career being dead as far as I can see.
There's a change in the cycle of songs, but dancing was the wave at the time when Elephant Man
ride the wave.
He ride the wave, but he based his whole career on the wave. He had a period of time of about 4 years that almost every single Elephant Man song you hear on the radio. I don't know if he recorded the songs, but all the songs you hear from Elephant Man on the radio was songs about dancing.
Elephant Man had other songs, but you see, because of the cycle of dancehall, it was the time for dance songs. So at that time, it's the dance song them get picked up. As you yourself said, all them other songs where you had weren't getting the fame, weren't getting the highlights.
No, I did
because it is the dance songs that were getting the hype.
No, I disagree.
And just from film career. Even if you look at the same timeline and you go back and you look on Beenie Man career, Beenie Man was focusing on trying to get out some dance songs too.
Yeah, but I disagree, and here's why I disagree, right? Elephant Man was quite unique, right? He was the only artist in recording history to do a whole career based on dance songs, period. Like, Beenie Man, dance songs is always hot, right? Beenie Man did a dance song, World Dance. Then he'd wait about 2 years to put on another dancing song. Another 2 years to put on another dancing song. He wasn't putting out dancing song, then dancing song, then dancing song. You understand? He put a base. So even though he was getting more profit, because World Dance was his #1 song for that year, 95. It was #1 for like 4 months, right? So it was a big song for him. But he didn't follow it up with another dance song. He followed it up with Blessed Be Thy Name. He followed it up with other songs, but a lot of other things. So when you put those substance in there, you might not see the result from it, but it have a very intangible help.
I guess maybe my opinion on it comes out of the fact say I see Elephant Man, you see all of those songs which were his top songs, and you say, those are all dancing songs. But you yourself have to acknowledge he has other songs. It just happens so that those songs weren't getting to the top of the chart because I don't want to hurt Elephant Man feelings, but and the truth, out of everybody that was in Scared and Crew, Artada is more talented than Elephant Man. Little Kochi is more talented than Elephant Man. Elephant Man is a very energetic artist. He have the energy, he have the vibes.
Energy guy.
That's why him dance songs do so well for him. When he tries with other songs, it's not as good. So it's not to say him is just a dance song, but in dance song them is always the best song them. Yeah. And then now you go say, alright, Ding Dong now come on, Ding Dong start make dance songs. So the little competition kill Elephant Man and dancers start making them songs now and now bring them dance song to Elephant Man.
Ding Dong never killed Elephant Man career by out singing Elephant Man or putting better lyrics than Elephant Man or anything like that. Ding Dong created the idea that the dancers, the gardener, the bodyguard, the promoter, the selector can sing them one song. You don't have to bring a dance song to Elephant Man. So now the Elephant Man is not getting the fuel that he needs for his career, which is all the people on the streets coming to him with the ideas, okay, this dance goes so. Right? So by that coming out of it, he lose what he was using.
Well, I hear your side of it. I know when I think about Tony Matron, I kind of hear your side of it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna concede it yet. I think we're gonna need to pick up this again in another shoot.
Alright people. So your idea on this. We want to get some feedback from you. We want to see what you think. Just put some comments down there. You know? Subscribe and make me know if you like this. If you like this, we're gonna continue on this more. And we see what's up, alright?
Cool ravers a bar with ding dong, the new dancing king. And a shoulder for your friend. Tell a shoulder for your friend.